On to our next tank, Roadhog. Roadhog is an off tank. He doesn't have a shield, but he does correspond with Orisa really well. Each tank has their own pairs. I will describe the pairs after, but Roadhog, fucking, oh my god, dude, he's great. Like Roadhog, I used to main him back before his damage got decreased. When it was a one shot, it was so broken. But yeah, Roadhog, he has two abilities: the hook and the take a breather. His secondary is a long range fire, and his primary range is a shotgun, like a shotgun close range. With Roadhog, he's a body blocker. You're supposed to use him as a body blocker, like for everything. Like you use him as a body blocker when a soldier ults. Like you could just straight up like take some damage, then take a breather and take more damage. Hook him as well. Hooks, you gotta be careful with the hooks. Hook accuracy does matter in this game. It does matter. Roadhog, I like to play him with environmental friendly kills, like such as Ilios. I think it's Ilios, right? Ilios. Some maps as well, such as I forgot what the maps were. Oh, like Nepal, I think. Yeah, it's Nepal. One of the places in Nepal. I'll have it displayed in the screen somewhere. Certain maps. Yeah. So yeah, hooks could be used to get somebody out of position, like hook an Orisa or hook a Reinhardt out of position, and then towards your team, and your team annihilates that person, whoever you hook. Hooks, just don't use hooks to just focus. Don't use hooks so you could focus that person. Use hooks to get them out of position. Like for example, you could hook a Transcending Zenyatta into environmental kill him. It's really effective to get rid of the Zenyatta that's Transcendence. It really is. Take a breather grants Roadhog 300 health. I repeat, 300 health. So yes, take a breather is essential because one, the healers don't have to really focus on you when you take a breather, because that's how you charge your ult quick as well. So that way you tell, hey, I'm gonna take a breather, heal the other people. Tell the healers, hey, I'm taking a breather, I'll heal the other people, I'll be fine, just heal my rest of them so you could get ult charge. It's so effective for the healer to worry about one less person, because the healer's got a lot of duties to do. They gotta heal a lot of people, and a lot of people don't understand. It's hard to be a healer. They think fucking Mercy's easy. No, she's not. You gotta survive with her. Roadhog is a CC, also as well as a CC ult. He pushes people away. This Roadhog is so effective when it comes to environmental friendly maps. That's why I consider Hog like an environmental killing tank. His hooks are there. His Roadhogs could push people out of there so they could fall out of the map, or he can help C9 the objective. He could push people out of there, throw them out of position. You could focus a Reinhardt, pin him on the corner, and take out that Reinhardt, and then have the other people kill the remainers on a point. So yeah, please don't use Roadhog in front of a deflecting Genji. If you see a deflecting Genji, fucking turn away from him. That's it. You could turn away. You have your sensitivity high. I normally with Roadhog just go and switch away as soon as I see a Genji or a Zarya bubble, because Zarya, she could charge with that, and she has so much ult charge with that. I consider Roadhog as I said before, the environmental killer. He's the only one that environmental killer. And if I didn't say this before, he's an off tank. Now we're moving on to Winston. Winston belongs in the main tank role. Winston has a barrier. Winston has a high jump, and in his ult, Primal Rage. High jumps, people use his rocket jump or his jump pack, or the fuck ever you want to call it. People use that to engage. You can use that to engage, but please don't go in a fight alone. I see so many Winstons use the jetpack to fight like 4 people. Like the squishies are there, but you forget people could come after you. It takes a while too for the cooldown, the seconds. I think it's like 6 seconds until you can get your next high jump. You'll be dead by then. how I use it, I would use it to engage like an opposition Zen or opposition Mercy, the healers. He's really good against the squishies. He's supposed to be killing squishies. He cannot really kill tanks. That's your DPS's role, killing people. DPS's role, killing people. Tank's role is supposed to be helping out with the damage, but not spreading too much damage. They're not really damage dealers. Yeah, so please use his rockets correctly. It's also a great way to get out of the fight. Use it to get out of the fight. A lot of people don't use him to get out of the fight. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I get pissed when people push in as Winston. The only way you could push in is with his rage, or if you have his primal rage. I'll explain the primal rage after I'm done with the barrier. Barriers. His little bubble barrier. It's a weak barrier. Yes, it's supposed to be used to protect little damage. Like, say for example, a Mercy is rezzing, you put a barrier on top of it so she does not get hurt, or you put a barrier on top of an ult. Like for example, a Zarya ult. If people are spraying you with the damage while you're in the Zarya ult, put the bubble in there, and you could also block the D.Va's damage if you put the barrier under the shield at the right time in the right position. And then yeah, that's enough. That's all I have to really say about his ult, about his abilities. Let's get to his ult. Primal Rage. Primal Rage. If you have like 50 health as regular Winston, Primal Rage will regain you to full health with 1,000 health. Primal Rage is another CC, like Roadhogs. He pushes people away. So say for example, a transcending Zen comes into play. You push that Zen out of the group so he cannot heal. You push him. And I also like to use Primal Rage as a body blocker. For example, soldier tactical visors. You get in front of that soldier's face as Primal Rage and you go and hit him until he fucking dies. For the love of God, please don't use his ult for damage. Winston does little damage with his Primal Rage. He can also be in environmental kills. He can also push people out of the map. It's really effective too. I like to use Winston's ult when an ult happens. When like for example, when a Genji, a soldier ult happens, because with Genji you could knock him out of position, you could target him so he doesn't kill your people, you could body block the soldier with Primal Rage so he focuses you. You have 1,000 health, so there should be no reason why you fucking die off of that, unless a Reaper and everyone gains on you. That's the only way you should die off of the Primal Rage. Yeah, let's move on to Zarya. Zarya, the Russian babe of Overwatch. She used to be my main. My friend Miguel gave me this because at the time I was maining Zarya. Too bad I don't have this, but shit, it was free, so I can't complain. Zarya, the Russian babe of Overwatch. She has 2 abilities, 1 ult, and she's an off tank. I know what you're thinking, Stu. You said main tanks are supposed to be with the shield and the Zarya could my shield. Shut the fuck up! Zarya's an off tank. Her 2 abilities revolve a bubble. She could self-bubble herself and she could bubble a player on her site. Also, with damage on bubbles, like if you get damage, the way to charge her ult, her graviton surge, you bubble the person and they make damage. They give damage to the opposite player. That's how you charge her ult so quickly. Dues with Zarya's bubbles, I always use them on tanks and healers. Say for example, Mercy's like 1 health and she needs to get away. I bubble that Mercy so she doesn't die on us while she gets behind our tanks or she gets behind our team. That's one way to use her bubble. Or if Mercy's out of position, there's a D.Va bomb, bubble the bitch, bubble the Mercy so she stays alive. Mercy's a fucking key player. Bubble any healers, matter of fact. Healers are your key players in this team, and that's why I have so much respect and love for the supports mains out there, like my friend Infected. He's a support main. The man's great at it, and yeah, if it wasn't for him in my team, I probably would be playing supports because he lets me play tanks. Thank you, by the way. Anyways, dues of Zarya's bubbles, protect people, and don'ts of Zarya bubbles, don't use them as soon as you get them. only because they could be crucial. They have a really long time second cooldown, and it's crazy. And when it also helps out too when you take so much damage. Like Bubble, you could get high charged as Zarya. It's fucking unbelievable when I get 100% charge. She's like the damage dealer. She does a lot of damage when she's high charge. She could annihilate someone with like 50 energy clips. Her clips take 100. She could annihilate someone. I annihilate so many people with those. Anyways, her Graviton Surge, that's her ult. I see so many people misuse Graviton Surge, and I'll admit I've used Graviton Surge so many times incorrectly. I have admitted. No one's perfect. No one's perfect, but if you do it multiple times, there's gotta be something that you gotta do. Graviton Surge is another CC ult. It brings people together. It brings them together. It doesn't spread them apart or pull them in place like the other tanks ult. It brings people together into one spot where you can combo with people. Her ult is supposed to be used for people who are ready to attack. Genji Blade, Hanzo ult, Doomfist, Pharah ult, Diva Bomb, Roadhog's whole hog. And you can even do so many things with that damn thing. You can have Reinhardt just swing at it and he does a lot of damage. This fucking, it's great, dude. Her ult is super effective. The don'ts of Graviton Surge, don't ult it when no one is gonna capitalize on that. Capitalize meaning that someone's gonna take advantage of those people in the Graviton Surge. I see so many Zaryas just fucking ult for the reason, just because they're gonna, like, they panic ult just to get away. Don't fucking do that. Zarya's ult is meant to use as a capitalization. You need a team that's gonna do something about that. You need a team that's gonna do that. That's one of the dudes. Zarya's ult, you're supposed to use it. Like I say so many times, I'm getting in your head. A lot of people don't do this. They need to use that to capitalize. Capitalize on that. Grabs, huge grav blades, grav dragons, grav meteor strike, grav whole hog, grav bomb. So many people could capitalize on this ult. Like seriously, so many people. Grab pulse bomb is a great one. The don'ts, this is not necessarily a don't, but you need to be aware of this. It's happened to me so many times. I've learned my lesson now. I know if they have a Zen, get rid of him or hack him. Because if a Zen has his ult, a Transcendence, he could heal the people inside Graviton. I've seen this happen so many times. Zen Transcendence, our Hanzo would throw it, nobody dies because Trans does a huge amount of healing. It's ridiculous how much healing he does in Transform. It's fucking crazy. So please, if you see a Zen, have someone kill him, or have a Sombra hack him, or have a Reinhardt charge that Zen. You need that Zen gone. Like, the only way to capitalize on a Graving Zen, like a Grav Trans Zen, you throw a Bionic Grenade with an Ana. That's one way to do it. The Zen won't die, but the people in there can heal. That's the only thing I would say about that. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for allowing me to tell you how to play each tank. Like I said in the beginning of the video, if you do have any comments or any more facts to add about the tanks, let me know in the comment section. I hope at least I gave you some advice on do's and don'ts and the descriptions of each ability and how to use them fairly. I'm not perfect either. I'm just tank main. I've learned from experience playing this game. I've had my fair shares of mistakes. I've had my fair shares of success as well. And before I do, these are the perfect tank compositions. There's 6 tanks. Each of them has their own partner. There's Diva Winston is one partner. That's the dive tanks. Those are the dive tanks. The dive composition. There's a Zarya, Reinhardt. Oh shit. There's a Zarya, Reinhardt. They complement each other so well. Zarya could bubble the Reinhardt as he does damage, or she could grab and Reinhardt just swings in there. There's Orisa and Roadhog. Orisa could hold a person and Hog could hook him into the hole to drive out somebody. These things complement each other so well. So the overall of a tank row, please guys, you need to learn that they are body blockers and that they support the team. They're like supports without the heals. They are there to protect. Reinhardt's shield, Winston's bubble, Orissa's shield, Hog's hook to get people out of the way, Zarya's bubbles, D.Va's defense matrix. They all help like take out people out of position, or they help protect some type of role. I always use these to help out our healers, because our healers are busting their ass healing people, and they even risk their lives to help heal people. And some DPS mains that I play with don't fucking understand how important it is to have their healer alive. DPS gotta worry about killing people, but when the Mercy dies, they blame the Mercy. Why'd you die? Why are you not healing me? That pisses me off, dude. That pisses me off, honestly. I had my fair share of healing back in the day. I used to play Mercy a lot back in season 5 and 6, but ever since after those seasons, I've been playing nothing but tanks. And I would do healing sometimes, and I would do DPS rarely, but I prefer my tanks. And if I have to, I will step up and play the healer. I get a lot of hate sometimes because, yeah, the teams are not doing well. They blame other people. They don't blame themselves. So please, guys, you need to learn how to play this game. If you have that mentality that healers are not important, don't play the game. Don't play comp, at least. You need to learn that healers are important in this game. They're the ones who bust their ass to keep you alive. And that's the tank role. That's their primary role. Protect the healers. Protect everybody. They're supposed to be there to help out other people. That's why they have a lot of health. So they can help out the healers get out of the situation. In return, you get healing. It's so fun to play tank. That's why I enjoy playing the tanks. These two, yeah, great tanks. Anyways, guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. This might have been a long video. It took me like 42 without edit. Anyways, guys, like, comment, subscribe. Talk to you on the next one. Thank you, guys. Peace.